should be.
Just for a moment.
I know. That's fine. I think we should be set.
We've already.
Alright. New project.
Sit in my seat for a second,
Control this radio stuff?
please.
No. No, that's your job, baby.
That's your job, man.
You the producer. Dry run.
I'll make the action over there.
9.
I think you come amongst us.
I'll come amongst you.
Right? Huh?
Look your ass.
But my mother's sitting with my sister, so don't make it sound dirty.
How can
I can imagine
how
you saying
can-
it in public and everybody is looking at it.
Have you
What
met
the
us?
hell kind of- Yeah, what the hell are you doing to your children? Can't make me come amongst you.
Okay.
Yeah, don't make her come amongst you.
We'll get wet naps.
Sounds too ecumenical for my taste.
Yeah, you don't want to get my disapprobation.
You did.
What?
Whoa.
Look at her with a big name words.
Whoa.
So sick of her.
Man.
There's nickel 98 words you gotta go. I okay when you're trying to speak English.
They have that on Wikipedia.
Yes. You spell that. These are the sons.
Anybody got Webster's?
I have
What?
Is that the word of the day?
Disapprobation?
I have a problem.
That's the problem.
Oh shit.
Good.
I have a problem.
You still have a problem.
Now you can see everything clearly on the video.
Holy crap.
That's good.
I think so.
I have a problem.
If you want, you can double check it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey, that's gotta go.
Speaking of problem.
Yeah, that looks fine. Let's
Don't ever call her a guest.
oops.
You want to put this in the, no, and they'll put it in the other room?
In the trash? Sure.
Well, trash works for me too.
Wow. Why does this sound like it's gonna be feedback to me?
Shit. Henry,
What?
I need an executive decision here.
What? Talk to your friend there. She's the one that.
Really?
Yeah.
You told her to set it up though.
What is your problem?
Was that the doorbell?
No.
No, that was somebody's. Put your phones on.
Why do I care about that?
That was.
This is Bob's phone.
May I,
I don't care about hockey.
My what?
Your pencil.
You know what? I thought you said something.
I was like, sure.
Not in front of your mother.
You want to set it?
Sit. Sit and boo, sit.
Oh, no, sit, Boo, sit. Good dog. Woof.
Alright.
Well, I used to work doing camera operator. When he wanted to stop you from doing whatever you were doing, he would say, well, he would say, "Hands."
Sit. Stay. Good dog.
And then he'd stop.
Alright,
That
now.
just makes you stop and go, what the hell?
Once you knew what he was talking about, it was good.
Now, let me see.
Vigilant?
Is it better with the light? Doesn't seem to matter.
What is it going to start getting dark
You
as
mean
well?
a battering ram?
It will, yeah. Alright.
Man, it brightens the place up.
I thought you meant a
It
trebuchet.
does. It does.
She's just full of big words,
I'll
aren't you?
turn your mic around. The word Audio Technica needs to be facing you. It's an omnidirectional.
It's an obsession on your part.
But if we can't hear you,
But you can't see me. I'm just a voice in the wilderness.
that's okay. We can deal with that.
Hey.
I love this.
So weird.
Hang on.
You just like having those great big black things.
Right in front of my face.
And that's really loud.
Is that loud? That is
It's
loud.
really loud.
Hey.
Is there a master?
It is
Yeah, I
loud.
think so. Main section. Is that better?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because I can adjust it individually in your headphones too. See, I like mine a little louder though.
Of course you do.
What's wrong with that? That's like-
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, see, I feel like I'm in control now, that I'm actually standing instead of,
Oh, yeah, that makes you totally in control.
It's all this, it's all a mess.
shut up, you!
Michelle said, as she wielded her billiard ball rings and
God,
losing control.
alright, now, Michelle, instead of doing it the way we did it last week, or last time, where you hit record just as we're getting ready to start, go ahead and hit it whenever you kind of feel like it. And what I mean is, and Steph and I were discussing this the other day, where it's okay to capture a little bit of the banter before we actually start, and then we'll say, okay, let's go ahead and do it, and then we start it. It's almost like it adds a human element to the whole thing. If that, what the hell am I dealing with here?
Jewish aliens.
I love you.
And the phrase,
The phrase that pays.
Disapprobation?
do it.
Yes.
No, it's Jewish aliens.
Just masturbation, no?
And then, you got your timer ready?
Go.
Now what we're gonna do is, we made an executive decision. So instead of doing 2 15 minutes and 1 30, we're gonna do 2 30s. Because it seems like as soon as we start to get some momentum and build up a head of steam, then it's like, time! But, so we'll do a 30, take a break, then do another 30, and we'll see how that feels. I wasn't digging it, but that's just me. I'm a pain in the ass that way.
Would it make any sense to have like at that 15-minute mark,
Yes, it would.
have like a 10-second pause so that if you guys decide to chop it, you can do it without being in the middle of a sentence?
We're gonna try it this way and see how it feels. I mean, it's not like anybody's actually listening to it at this point, so we can make the decision ourselves and see how it sounds, see how it feels. I mean, we can play with it any way we want. I just feel like my big thing is I don't like the idea of breaking the momentum.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's like right about the time that we get there, we gotta stop, and that becomes counterproductive. To me, anyway. I didn't like the way it felt when we were doing it, and watching it on video, I didn't like it either, so I can only imagine how it's gonna sound.
Audio wise.
Yeah.
Right.
You know you gotta keep me in.
I know. So whenever you're ready, Michelle. But don't tell us when you're doing it. The only thing, can't, what?
Oh, I see. That's okay. Okay, we'll go back to that.
Is the camera on?
Yes, the camera is running. So, and then, at the end, what we're gonna do is when we're wrapping up, we're gonna fade the music back in. And I will do that when you indicate to me that it's about time to wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll fade the music back in, do our goodbyes, and then
Bye-bye.
once we're done talking, what I want is the song to finish. Then you stop.
Okay.
Once the music stops, so you'll hear it kind of go, you'll hear the end of the song go, ding 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 ding,
Okay.
and then you hit stop, give us 5, and then say clear.
Okay.
That's what the song does?
Yes.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I play it for you.
Do you want me to stop this?
No, that's fine. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now at the end, it's.
Oh, okay.
And stop.
That's called a button.
It's called a button.
It's the stop button.
No, it's a button.
Button.
It's a musical button.
It's a button.
It's a city button.
It's a button.
It's a button.
That's what we call it in the music theater world.
Okay, fair enough.
I did not know that.
Yeah, when you
I did not either.
Drop some knowledge on our ass.
It's a button.
You learn something new every day, don't you?
Yes, you
That's how
do.
you don't get old.
Podcast mom dropping some knowledge on our ass.
Knowledge
Yeah.
bomb. Mind blown. Bam.
Look, done.
Shazam.
Good night, everybody.
That's right.
We're done for the day.
Okay,
Gonna be a pop quiz, so.
it's a button.
Yeah.
Button.
So, when I hit the first, the intro sound bite, that's when you start your timer,
Got it.
okay? Alright, so are we ready to do this?
Yeah, yeah.
God, I love this. It sounds like sex.
I don't know what you've been doing.
Not much.
He's turning himself on. Great.
I am. I am the best I ever had.
I'm not cleaning.
Upstairs, downstairs, I'm all over myself like a cheap suit.
And no one has anything to say.
Yeah, you're double lit, right?
We got no.
That explains the Bee Gees obsession.
You mean Barry Manilow?
No, it'd be more Bee Gees.
We do love the Barry Manilow.
Yes, we
It's
do.
true, we do.
Yes, we do.
When will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end?
That was bad. That was horrible.
And when will I toss your salad again?
Don't forget Mandy.
Yeah, I have to teach you.
And she came and she gave without taking. She's a good egg, that Mandy. Alright, so, and Leia's gonna be our shutterbug, take pics.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Dun,
Alright.
Wait, do it again.
Ooh, penis.
There's
There's a
a fold-out stool next to the, if you wanna just sit on it.
In case you needed to lean.
in case you wanna, your feet get tired or
Well, we'll
something.
see. Well,
It's
lean.
right.
it's that the old thing that I used to sit on back then.
No, there's, it folds up flat.
Still didn't.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. Like I said, this is just an experiment. I wanna see how it feels to me.
How would feel? I so how
So far, I kinda dig it. I can get used to it.
feel is whoa, whoa.
Alright, so we,
Nothing more than feelings.
Yeah, sorry, I started.
hormones.
Oh.
Nothing more than hormones.
Excuse me?
What? Are you gonna hate on everything I do tonight?
Oh, pretty much.
Big trouble. You get all mad black woman on your
That's
hands.
alright.
Don't make her,
I'm used to it, Michelle. It's all
don't make
good.
her say white people.
Oh, I'm sure she'll say it at least once tonight. At least I'm
Yes.
hoping so.
Yes. It'll be like.
I got Steph. I'm kind of feeling like I need that windscreen
Yeah.
that I
I'm
bought
wondering
because
if-
I'm don't worry about it right now.
Oh, okay.
But I'm kind of feeling it because I'm popping my peas.
Well, I'm popping too.
Plosives.
So
I put plosives because I was trying not to plosive.
I see. Penis. See? I pop.
No penis. No pops for me. Well, it is pops.
Popping pieces.
I'm good.
If you back up a little bit and not
But
be
if
right
I-
on it, you won't be
but if
popping so much.
I back up,
You can't.
Can't hear him.
see that's the downside to this mic is you gotta be right up to it, and hopefully I won't have the same problem I did last week when every time I put my lips up to it to do something, it moved away.
I hate
Isolate that.
I put my lips
There's
up
a
to it and
message
it
for
moved
ya.
away. Do I want to know what? No.
Sounds like a lifetime.
I think you need a lipstick change.
Could be. I got my chapstick.
Is it cherry flavor?
No, it's the old standby original.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Here.
It's not what we like here.
Let's see. You want to break in my new lipstick? What are you breaking my new lipstick?
I like
Because you like
Ooh,
to feel
red
pretty.
I like things simple.
I know.
They just kind of get complicated all by themselves. And it's not like I do anything to help them get complicated.
Not at
I
all.
never
Not at all.
do that.
No.
Never. Perish the thought.
What the fuck is this Mickey Mouse shit?
That's right. Oh, and that's another thing.
Oh, shit.
No swearing.
Well, we gotta back off on it, because we were dropping expletives left and right last time, and
Sir, mouse me quiet.
I wasn't the only one, you pain in the ass.
People, subby.
I mean, certain words like, well, it's like the big ones are the ones that we kinda gotta back off on. If it comes out, it comes out here and there. I just don't want every other word to be the S-bomb, the F-bomb, the C-bomb.
The C-bomb?
Yeah,
Somebody dropped that one last week?
no, I'm just saying. Oh,
I actually
Okay.
like that word a lot, although
She does.
I
She
do.
really does.
I don't use.
see you next Tuesday, you're a big fan of that
I
word?
call that to somebody's face.
I don't think I've ever called someone that to their face, maybe behind their back.
You know, I'll call that to someone to the face, but they deserve it.
Wow.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, yes dear, okay, I got it, click. See?
See what I mean?
And it's usually after we talk.
Yeah, exactly. And she's on the side going, fucking dick. Hate that guy. Penises.
So what about the dams and the hells and the
Yeah, those
Chucky Darns? They're all
God, damn hell, goddamn ass.
I'm plus bucket.
I'm
Stuff you can say on television is okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I got no
Now we're talking
problem.
about cable TV or regular?
Regular.
Because you can get away with shit on cable.
Yes.
This isn't.
Really?
This
Wait,
isn't.
this is
I
not
watched
turning
the
into a
show.
George Carlin bit. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
No,
Wait,
I'm not
what
talking
are
about
we doing?
seven words you can't say on TV, which I can do that, but that's not what I'm talking about. Besides, that bit's already taken.
It's a great bit.
It is a great
It
bit.
really is. So that's where I learned a lot of my
No, I like it.
vernacular.
I like when he went to, nobody could talk to his friend because he passed the cheese sandwich to his nose because he left too long.
All right.
Sorry. Okay.
We ready?
No.
Let's get it out
This
now.
is the cavalcade of comedy.
This is.
That's catchy. The cavalcade. The cavalcade.
That's what
that's
07
brilliant.
used that years ago.
That's brilliant. We should use that.
What?
When we do the first half hour of the show, it'll be the cavalcade of comedy.
That's right.
Beautiful.
That's a brilliant idea. We should steal that. That's right, kids. If you're stealing from us, you're stealing twice. There's nothing original here.
But you know what? A lot of people don't know who they are anymore. So
That's a true statement. All
until we
right.
get our cease and desist, we'll be good.
But until that day,
That's right.
roll with it.
We'll tell them it's original.
Lick
They
it.
stole from us.
We did this 20 years ago. Yeah, that's right. They stole this shit from us 20 years
That's
ago.
right.
They got a time machine, they came ahead in time, they
That's
saw what we did, they
That's right.
recorded it, they went back in time and they did it.
You and your lawyer can make it.
Word.
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 All right. So are we ready to do this?
No.
W-N-T-D-O-R, no, word.
Bird is the word.
Word is the word.
Okay. And here we go. I spend a lot of time looking for these. And let's do it.
Welcome to the Blowing Smoke and Sunshine podcast, brought to you by Brother Q Broadcasting, featuring Rob, the Bad Batman, Sean, the Angry Beaver, super producer Empress Michelle, Leia, Hot Flash Hyatt, and me, Stephanie, your corporate slut. And now, here's to
Don't
our
forget
host.
podcast mom. You
And
didn't mention her.
Mom.
You didn't mention her.
I didn't do it. Which was that last one?
Podcast mom's here. Okay, moving on.
Okay, and here's to your host, the man who likes to use his head as a battering ram, Brother Q.
Thank you, Steph, and thank you for joining us on another exciting episode of the Blowing Smoke and Sunshine podcast. I am your leader. Oh shit! I am your leader, brother.
Keep
Damn
going.
it, we're
Keep
doing-
going.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I'm good again. I am your leader, brother Q.
Brother Q.
Can't be
What's your
dramatic.
I'm brother Q, your leader, and BSD, and that stands for.
Big swing dick.
You can email us at bsscast@gmail.com. You can connect with us on our Facebook page or on the Twitter machine at BSS Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, hit subscribe, and leave us a review. Nothing but a 4-star review is acceptable. But enough of this gay banter. Screw it, let's get to it. We got a message between the last session, and it was a question about you, Rob.
Oh, it's a Bad Batman.
Bad Batman.
Lady.
It's a Bad Batman.
Moi.
And yes, the
That's-
hair's real.
Yes, the hair is real.
It really is. It's not mine, but it is real.
So the question was, what is Rob's story? How did he become the Batman? And the answer that I gave was, well, it's his thing. It's something that he's really into, and it's his obsession, really. And that got me to thinking, that is something that we should talk about, because of course we all have our little things that we're really into. Some things we're obsessed about. I know I have more than my share, but my thing is, I have certain things that I'm really into, and then there are other things that I kind of discover, and I latch onto it, and I obsess over it. And it's just, it consumes pretty much most of my free time when thinking about it, and then I get bored with it, and I never touch it again. So, with that in mind, Rob, tell us how you became the Batman.
A long, long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
That's right. God said, let there be Rob. And there was. And Rob was good.
Was, is the operative word.
Yeah, that was before he became the bad Batmans.
I love story time with Rob.
I saw all these superheroes marching up and down my TV set, and I thought, you know what? To be Superman, you have to be an alien. You know, you kind of have to pretty much be born into that. The Flash.
When you say alien, do you mean
Yeah, there it is.
from out of town?
Yeah, like, you know, from, I don't know, Mexico or someplace like that. Could be anywhere.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Talk, do it again.
No.
That's weird.
So,
Keep talking, Rob.
I'm going to keep on talking.
You do that.
So anyway, to be Superman, you really have to come from, like, you know, another planet. And to be like Spider-Man, you have to be blessed with an accident where you get bit by a radioactive spider. You know, the Flash, you kind of have to have some kind of a accident that speeds you up. But to be Batman, you just have to have a lot of money, be pretty smart, be willing to put in the work.
So how did you become
and
Batman then?
emotional damage. Lots
Lots of emotional
damage.
damage.
Yeah, but I don't know too many folks that don't have some emotional damage. And
I don't.
Okay, hold on a second while I stand on my head. Everybody that believes that should just join me. Because,
This man is lying, Mr. Wayne.
oh yeah, Bane, I've been meaning to have a talk with you. I got a whole can of whip ass waiting for you.
We will talk later, Mr.
I
Wayne.
bet your ass will talk later. Stop calling me Mr. Wayne. I don't want everybody to know what my secret identity is.
It's just simple respect. My mother raised me properly.
Did you say your mother braised you properly?
I think I did. That's a good bit. First time on mic and you screwed it up. Way to go, ass. Anyway, where were we?
Oh, I was explaining to you how it became the Bad Batmans.
Uh-huh.
So I thought, you know what, this actually Batman could be a real person.
Could be.
You know, let's say somebody like, I don't know, Bill Gates, somebody with unlimited resources. You know, wants to put in the work to become, you know, physically superior to most people, and is already pretty smart. Batman could be real.
Grotesquely overdeveloped muscles.
Absolutely.
Very crazy.
And I already had that part. Yeah, well, and the very crazy part, you know, was bordering on that too. I mean, nobody ever accused me of being sane. So, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get me some Batman jammies, and I am going to, you know, of course I have a love of heights.
You do.
Okay.
We know that.
That's been my biggest challenge.
It's been documented, matter of public record.
Yes.
Yes.
So, anyway, a casual hobby as a child has become a colossal waste of time and energy and resources as an adult.
A hobby? How is it a hobby?
Oh, it was a hobby many, many years ago as I collected the little, you know, action figures and the underoos and the cape and the cowl, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, you know what? I got more Batman stuff than I got anything else in here.
Oh,
I am Batman.
I thought you meant that fighting crime was your hobby when you were a kid.
Well, no. At first I had to, no.
He was a con man when he was a kid.
You know, if I had a brain in my head, which I don't, I would have put the Batman theme on here from when we had this discussion.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? No problem, pal.
Not that one from the original Tim Burton movie. I love the theme.
Tim Burton.
Anyway, so your childhood hobby has now grown into a colossal waste of time and energy and money.
And resources,
money.
yes. But that's okay, because it's given me my claim to fame. That's how people identify me. And they will probably always identify me like that. I am the Bad Batman.
Well, as most people who know me know, my big one is lighthouses. Every day, I'm always scouring, looking for pictures that I can post. And mine started the first time I saw one of my all-time favorite movies, The Fog, from 1980. There is a lighthouse, which is featured very prominently in the film. And it's the Van Nuys Lighthouse in Northern California. And there was just something about it that drew me to it, and I've loved them ever since. There's something majestic about them, and they served a vital role in our history, and I'm just all about it. And I've been seeing articles recently on Facebook, because I'm a member of the U.S. Lighthouse Society, and they've been posting articles about lighthouses going up for auction, because I guess the government doesn't want to pay to maintain them, so they're putting them up for sale. And I have a friend who is also equally as geeky about it as I am, and we've kind of been joking back and forth that I've got a bid on this lighthouse. There was one that I posted an article that was $32,000 was the opening bid, a bargain at twice the price. And like, well, that would be a great idea. Man, imagine that. I could buy a lighthouse and then I'd have it. Now what do I do with it? So it would basically be my midlife crisis. Some guys buy Camaros, I buy a lighthouse. So you can imagine that scene when I invited everybody over. Hey, look at this, look what I bought.
Yes, every day I look forward to see the giant phallic symbol on
That's
my
right.
Facebook.
Exactly. You're like, oh, you bought a lighthouse. Yeah, sorry about the size of your hog.
Sorry about you do.
So it's just, add that to the list of ways that I overcompensate. But that's kind of my thing. And a lot of people make fun of me because of the way that I eat, which we can thank Podcast Mom and my grandfather for, because I have to eat my vegetables first. Then you eat whatever, starch, like we eat potatoes, noodles, rice, whatever. Then you can go to the main course. See, when I was a wee lad,
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
knee-high to a grasshopper, I couldn't put anything on my plate until I ate my vegetables. And now, it's like, it's an obsession. Like, I have to eat that way. And I can remember when I was, when I was in the Navy, sitting there at the table down in the galley, spinning my tray around like a mental patient so that I could eat my vegetables, and then I could eat my instant potatoes, and then I could eat whatever, garbage they were serving as the main course, seagull, whatever it was. And to this very day, that is still the way I eat, and I don't know how to do it any other way. People have tried to get me to do it, and I can't. It's like, I can't.
You get smickling.
I do, I get the vapors. I mean, and there's,
But you're not the only one, other people eat like they're 4. Well, they used to eat like
That's-
they're 4.
that's not eating like you're 4, it's the proper way.
No, there isn't. There's a reason why they serve you everything at once, because you're supposed to eat it together. If you were supposed to eat it one at a time, they would serve it to you one item at a time. You're supposed to eat it together.
They don't have time to serve you one thing at a time, they've got other people they
You
gotta
know what?
take care of.
I betcha he would do well with tapas.
Yes, tapas, because
I-
they do little plates and they serve you one at a time. Because that's why, and their foods, they're served that way to complement each other. Potatoes are served with steak because they complement each other.
I agree.
And that's why you're supposed to eat them together.
No, you eat one thing at a time.
That's right.
That's the way it's supposed to be done. That's the proper way, because you gotta eat the vegetables first, because if you don't, then they'll get cold. Now, I don't know about any of y'all, if you've ever had the misfortune of shoving cold lima beans in your face, it's a horror show. Because any kid who has any sense at all is not going anywhere near that steaming pile of green garbage that's in the corner of your plate.
I'll go along with that.
Because they're nasty. Well, we know you don't eat vegetables.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, he eats
I do.
vegetables.
I just have a hard time with the wheelchair.
Who's your favorite vegetable?
Well, I would have said Christopher Reeves.
Terrasado?
So
I knew you were gonna
not
say
right.
that.
Stephen Hawking?
Nice.
At least he's still alive.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But he also,
And he's also not a vegetable, by the way.
I didn't say he was.
You might as well be.
You're a big BSD there.
You're big BS. Wait.
What's he do? He just kind of
Is that,
sits there.
that's a double something.
Yeah, well,
Double-
double B.
The,
Big BSD.
Gladys Newton Spellman used to be the vegetable of Maryland.
Yes.
That's true.
Nice.
That's true.
I do not know who that is.
You don't remember who Gladys Noon Spellman was?
No.
She was a local.
She was named after the BW Parkway.
You beat me to it,
She
Ron.
was a congressperson, wasn't she? Or
She was
a
a
state congressperson?
She was state. She was on the state level. She was
From
either
when?
senator or congressman.
From
Early 80s.
Early 80s, and she had a horrible accident, right?
At Laurel Mall, she was judging a Halloween contest, and she just collapsed.
She had a massive stroke.
Yeah.
Was this between like 1980 and early 83?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't here.
I wasn't
why
here either, but,
I lived in Greece.
I was living in Maryland, but I remember, and that's why the highways, Baltimore Parkway has Gladys Newton Spellman on it.
I never saw it.
Has what?
Gladys Newton Spellman.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, down here in Laurel, it's still Supley Park, and now it's Duckett Lane or some kind of crap. It's Supley Park, period. That is not
I agree.
Duckett.
I used to play soccer at Supley.
Me too. I fished this stuff.
Oh, I think we've all fished at Supley.
Not me.
Midnight fishing, nothing better.
I'm telling you.
I didn't fish, but I watched the submarine races.
Among other things.
Uh-huh. With who?
So anyway, we were talking about lighthouses, I think. And
I mean, they're very nice. You could always live in a lighthouse. I mean,
You could. I would love to live in a
They're
lighthouse.
awesome.
but there's no one close, is there, that you can buy?
Oh yeah.
That you can buy? No.
No. I would think there was
No,
one close.
the one that I was looking at that the opening bid was $32,000 is in New England, I think.
Summer house?
Sure.
Retrofit.
Sure.
Oh, it probably has everything that needs to be functional.
Well,
but,
and
but you know, welcome to starting a nonprofit.
Right, that could be our studio.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No.
We already have the decor because the lovely lady whose name we're not going to mention out of respect on air, her daughter decided that the decor was going to be purple and unicorns.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. And then she said, mermaids.
Mermaids.
Woot woot.
So that got Stephanie very happy.
Yes, I'm
because
happy.
that's one of her things is
I like
mermaids.
the mermaids. Because I like the mermaids. Which means, I like the sailors. They're very nice.
Yes.
Kill sailors, right? It's merman.
I know.
What kind of crap is that?
No, mermaids, that's what they did. They would
Sirens.
they would come up and talk to, they would seduce the sailors and then drag them under to their deaths.
Well, but then again,
What a way to go.
but wait a minute, wait. But then again,
He died doing what he loved.
That's right. But then again, if you talk about the Silky legend,
Oh, the silky
the
too.
Silkies, that's not what happened.
No.
So
Silkies?
it's the
That's a whole nother show, Rob.
Silkies,
We're not doing that one, especially not with podcast mom.
they were what? They were like seals in the water,
They were
women
seals.
on land.
yes, and if
Seal was in the water.
They became seals when they hit the water. Like mermaids, they have legs when they're
But
out
we're
in the
never
water.
gonna survive unless we get a little crazy.
It's myth. It's mythology, and I like mythology. It's one of my things.
But there's many different
Yeah.
and I love mythology
Yeah,
too.
but-
So I've got to figure out all the different legends as to how many different types of
But
mermaid
originally,
types.
that's what they talked about. Mermaids, they would come up to the side of the ship, and men would see them, and they would lean over and they would grab them. They would kiss them and then grab them down and pull them down to the depths.
No, because well, imagine that you've been at sea for God only knows how long, and this beautiful
Half fish.
half woman, half fish comes up and starts whispering sweet nothings in your ear. And next thing you know, it's and then it's go time.
Let's go Google.
What about the poor mermaid that Hans Christian Andersen wrote about? She got left.
She was probably a pig.
She was not.
She might have been.
She's still sitting on that rock in the harbor.
Because she was fugly.
No.
No.
And there are many legends about catching a
Send,
mermaid.
send your complaint
Yeah.
letters to
It's-
bsscast@gmail.com.
The buried treasure. All the mermaids know where the buried treasure are. Yeah.
So and so between
Yeah, so we're gonna have purple and unicorns,
yes.
and then the bathrooms are gonna be my Little Mermaid. The little. Wow.
A Little Mermaid that could.
You already know that.
Dr. Freud, your slip is showing. Yeah, so the
and you're not on the list, right?
I not yet, but the day's not over yet.
That's true.
So yeah, we're gonna have Ariel, the Little Mermaid, is gonna be the bathrooms, and then all of the creepy stuff is gonna have to be in a separate room so it doesn't clash with the decor.
Not a problem.
The pole, the bear costume.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to have one room that's completely pirate related. Hook and
Yay.
We're not
Jack.
doing pirates. That's so
Don't
hack.
forget Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, put down.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
I
Yes.
love pirates. In fact,
Yeah.
occasionally
Also-
I dress as one.
Do you?
For cons and stuff.
I didn't know that.
I've been.
I didn't either.
I have been Evangeline,
we're onto
the
something
pirate
now.
queen.
Evangeline.
The pirate queen.
Well,
It's been
now.
ages though.
Well, hello there.
Imagine that. Now let's just picture that for a moment, shall we?
Everybody get a visual.
Michelle, dressed as a female pirate.
It's usually.
You don't do the hack bit where you "Arr," do
No,
you?
I don't.
Arr,
The back door is sore.
Thank God.
All of my costumes had, you have the pants and you roll up your dress, the long dress, you roll up in the front and it hangs low in the back.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like, and you wear the corset, of course, and the
Yeah.
hat.
Oh, of course.
You
Of
can't-
course.
Of course
You
it's a
have
course
to have-
yours.
You have to have the corset.
corset.
But I'm into all that kind of stuff. I do Renaissance festivals and cons and stuff. So I'm big into that. And when I do Renaissance festivals, I do winch wear because lady wear is too hot.
Yes. But as you see, when she's a pirate, she hides her treasure, or she buries her treasure in cleavage. So,
I think that's nice.
yes. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Because you do know that she will bite you.
I know.
Right on the buttocks.
And the buttocks.
Or pinch.
What about,
All about dogs.
now Leia shared something with us off mic that I'm actually kind of fascinated with, just because it's so creepy.
I've loved porcelain dolls most of my life, and I've collected them for about 20, 25 years.
I used to collect them too when I was younger.
Of course you did, why wouldn't you?
My mother, that's what, actually, girls in the 80s, teenage girls, little girls in the 80s, they did stuff like that. That was something that you did, you collected porcelain dolls. And they sold them specifically for kids to collect, and actually, I hate to tell the story. When I was little, when I was probably, before I was 10, they didn't make black porcelain dolls. So my mother painted one black.
Oh,
Yes.
oh wow.
So they,
Mammy!
wow.
Robert, is that cool?
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, Michelle. Where is it? Say it. Say it.
I'm not.
White people?
When did that,
Fad change.
when did that change?
I
exactly?
think probably in the 90s when things went kind of dark, very garden.
So to
I mean,
speak.
think about it, in the 80s everything was kind of preppy and kind of, very clean cut. In the 90s things kind of,
But wait a minute, wait. But they had African American Cabbage Patch dolls.
oh yeah, but
That
I'm
was-
talking about 70s. This is
Oh,
probably
yeah, the set- okay.
1975, 76.
Yeah, the 70s.
They didn't make black dolls.
no,
They didn't make like black porcelain dolls. My mother went and painted one.
I don't think they did Barbies either.
They did. My first black Barbie was probably in 1979.
There were
Okay.
one or two in the late 70s.
So the late 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
But
You collected porcelain dolls and Barbies?
Barbies. Every girl had Barbies. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they bought.
That's
When-
not true.
Not every girl, but generally, if you're over a certain age, there was a better chance than not that you had a doll. That when people buy stuff for little girls in the 70s, there was a good chance that they gave you a doll.
yeah, that a Barbie. Well, especially a Barbie.
A
Barbie
particular
really
Barbie.
was the.
Yeah, unless you were poor, and then you got one of those cheap ones from the 5 and dime.
You're right. Like GC Murphy's or Woolworths or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a knockoff. It was a
Andrew
knockoff.
Brown.
Oh, it's kind of like Maypops. It was
Oh, yeah.
Maypops.
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 They had it was Cassie or Sandy or something,
Something
the
like
cheap brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Cassie or Sandy, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
wow, I'm not even going down that road,
I
Rob.
just say that was the name.
That-
Okay, can I just say I had a G.I. Joe?
Oh, I had a G.I. Joe
I did
too.
too.
Well, he was in uniform, of course
Yes,
he
he
did.
was in
Yes,
uniform.
we'll get to you, don't
They weren't
worry.
blow-up dolls though, were they?
And that should
Wait.
be interesting.
Wait a minute, I got
So,
that.
how many porcelain dolls do you currently own, Leah?
About 30. Most of them are packed up in the garage since we moved and we don't have room in the house. But I
Is it
have,
because you don't have room in the house, or because they scare the hell out of your husband?
mostly because we don't have room in the house.
Okay.
That's what
Um,
he keeps telling you.
That's what he keeps telling me. I have maybe 4 in the bedroom.
I'm guessing that he keeps buying stuff so he can just stack it everywhere. Just, sorry, honey, no room for those things in here.
He didn't even know I had that many until the other day, and he said, "Where the hell are they?" I said, "In the garage."
How could he not know? How long have you lived together?
4 years, but,
Yeah, but she
I moved
told
from
me-
my house.
Yeah.
I moved from when I was living with my mom. He never really paid attention.
Did he not pay attention, or did you choose not to share that with him?
I never hid it from him. I never hid it from him. My mom just was never forthcoming about it.
Never,
Ah.
it never came up.
The topic never came up.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, the
Ah.
men are good at that.
Oh, I know, trust me.
Oh,
But we were watching, there's a movie
Sorry,
coming
too
out
soon?
with this creepy doll.
Yes.
And my dolls look nothing like that. My dolls are really elegant fashion dolls.
Yes.
And this commercial for this,
They're like Madame
Creepy.
Trudeau, the
Yeah.
Madame Alexander dolls.
yeah,
Yes.
that type of thing. And this creepy movie
Annabelle.
commercial, Annabelle, that's it. The commercial came on. He's like,
Yeah.
that's a creepy ass doll. I was like,
Oh,
well,
well, honey,
you do know I
see-
have porcelain dolls.
see, here's
He's
the
like, yeah,
And-
yours are just as creepy. I was like, mine don't look anything like that.
Yeah, but tell everybody what
I
you told
have
us that
one
he said.
angel doll. She sits on a shelf, just probably about 8 inches tall, sitting. And he says, we were watching
Yeah,
TV,
8 inches is it, yeah, right there.
about this high, and we were watching TV one night and he looked over, he said, I swear that thing is moving. I said, no she's not. He said, stare at her long enough and she'll move. She's not moving. You're imagining things.
Okay, for those of us who are horror fans, Trilogy of Terror,
Trilogy of
Yeah.
Terror.
with,
Karen Black.
yes, with the little African dolls that
Yeah.
shoot on you and stabbed you when you went to the place, and
Chucky, of course.
right, Chucky, all of those, and doing special effects. One of the things we always do in any haunted house, I don't think there's any haunted house I've ever worked in or worked on that there were not porcelain. We would take and make it look like there were cracks. We'd take the eyeballs out of them. We'd blacken so like they had no souls. We had people walking around with these really creeped out looking dolls. I mean, people they get freaked out by those dolls. And if you want to make your husband one, just let me know.
Clowns.
I can-
What he doesn't know is
Oh.
that same doll has her shoulder has a crack in it.
Oh boy.
I don't get the thing with clowns. I mean, clowns are supposed to be happy. They're joyful.
They're creepy.
They are creepy.
Now see, I'm not.
I don't have a clown thing.
I don't either. I'm not exactly sure what that is either.
Yeah, I don't have the
but
thing at all.
but obviously people have different experiences, so there's got to be things that are tied to that. I would assume.
I just don't dig them. There's just something about them. The clowns have always creeped me out.
I'll have to tell you that I've actually been a clown a couple times.
I didn't
Show of hands, who's shocked?
Well, see,
I didn't know that.
we did the psycho clowns that were chasing people with the chainsaws.
But this was not a horror clown. This was a funny juggling
Yeah,
gypsy clown.
I like the God of my black. Well, you like the old black and whites, right? Even when they did. Okay, which
Why is this an issue of color?
Bozo. Black and
The
white
movie.
movement.
You didn't like Bozo?
Damn white people.
No,
No. What?
no.
No. Okay, so Bozo freaked you out. Even in
Yes.
black and white, so it wasn't a.
It's even worse in black and white for some reason.
I don't get it.
This is great.
I mean, it's not on the same
Yeah,
level
it's
as.
good to know that you can dress up a clown, jump out of it, and see what happens.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's try that.
No.
It's not on the same level as my spider phobia, but
Right.
the clowns are right up there. I don't dig it. Circus? No. Negative. No. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week. No.
Circus.
What about Cirque du Soleil? That's
I
not.
don't go to Cirque du Soleil.
You should.
No,
You
I
love it. It's
lovely.
performance art.
I have a penis. I do not want to go to Cirque du Soleil. There's
Alright,
nothing
wait.
there that interests me.
Alright, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Because
Detachable penis. You got that sound bit? Can we sing that song?
I can find it. I don't have it currently, but I can find it.
No, that has nothing to do with it. That is performance art.
Yes.
That
And they
is,
don't always
it's
dress up like
beautiful.
clowns.
No, there
Some
isn't
of them.
clowns.
No,
There's
some of them
And
dress
they're
up as
French
animals.
Canadian. You can't
And their
be
music.
Canadians.
and their music.
If they're French, I can. And I do.
What are you talking about?
Freedom fries.
That's right.
No, poutine.
Plain Canada.
Poutine.
Poutine.
I'll kill you for some poutine.
Alright, well,
Bitch in half.
let's pick this up when we get back. We're gonna take a short break, and we will be right back. Clear?
Clear, sorry, clear.
Well,
I thought you were fading music in.
No, that was
No,
the
that's
last
at the
one.
very end.
Are we going back to the subject?
Yeah, it's same, we're sticking with the same topic.
Yeah, I gotta hear Stephanie's. Yeah, I gotta hear Stephanie's.
I have
Yeah,
other,
make sessions.
I have other